Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome. My name's Katie. I do the New York Times crossword puzzle almost every day here. Share the entire solution. Apologies. Yesterday, I was in a funk. I had a busy day. The time caught up to me and didn't get a chance to do the puzzle until like 11 o'clock last night and was not in the right headspace. I was very grumpy about it and just felt like this is a good one not to worry myself with sharing online. No one would benefit from that. So I think maybe at the end, I'll do a quick pass just to share the solution. So if you are here for that, maybe I'll timestamp that so you can go and look at the Tuesday if you would like. But we are here to do the Wednesday. Currently, it is Wednesday, August 12th. Part of my funk yesterday was I spent the entire day thinking it was Wednesday. So I feel like I'm in Groundhog Day because I've already lived this life. But no, I have not solved this puzzle. So let's just do it, shall we? All right. Much like on Sundays when I look at the puzzle and I'm like, this seems huge. Today, this seems very small. I'm not sure why. Let's see. I think mentions by username on social media is tags. And party wrap. Toga. I'm just going here, assuming tags is right. I don't know if it is. I think it is. Because a bit of chemistry, I think, is going to be an atom. You know, chemistry talks about atoms and molecules and stuff. Bad thing to pull while running. I don't know. This would be, again in Spanish, is otra vez. I think. Now that I say that so confidently, I might be wrong. Oh, yeah. It is right, because bad thing to pull while running would be groin, and I fully co-sign on that. That sucks. Where docs and sheets are stored. Google Drive. I was just in there being disappointed by Google Sheets again and again. I gotta say, Excel, superior project, or a superior program to Google Sheets. It's just failed under pressure. I don't know. Pal. Amigo? Oh, yeah. Okay. This will be Amigo. Pal. Interesting that we don't get a note like this is in Spanish. However, this is going to be Lord of the Rings, Tolkien fantasy series initial. I mean, I do. You know what? Maybe this is not otro. This is otra, I think. Otra vez. Which does make a little more sense to me. This is, I think, going to be sagged, failed under pressure in a way. And I think of all of those movies that we watched in physics class about bridges, you know, like some of them are crazy. Of bridges like feeling the pressure. Usually it's a torque thing or a shear thing with bridges. Anyway, I'll talk about that later. Hot French beverage. I think this is going to be tea spelled this way because that's the French. That's how the Italians also spell tea. I don't know if that's right though. Sick dude. Rad. Yeah. Language of the 90s. Maybe 80s too. What a bug may cause. I don't know. Is Gaga for maybe is loves? I mean, it seems basic, but we'll take it if it's right, you know? High range. High range. Oh, farm female, you. Gotta Gotta love a U in there. We see it a lot. Oh, only number that appears twice in the Fibonacci sequence. I'm thinking that's 1. I don't know why it appears twice. Oh boy. I don't know. This seems... Okay. I think this torment is hallow, even though I didn't know that that's like what that means. But when I think about like All Hallows Eve, it kind of makes sense. Is this going to be some kind of line? Oh boy, this is ugly. I'm going to leave this right here. I don't know what is happening there. Didn't have a match and go fish say would be Drew. And break off gradually. Also don't know. It might be small, but I feel like this has been a challenge already. Could this be like DMs, hits up on Insta? Battles of those busting moves. Dance something? I messed up. My bad. That could be the history of my life after the semicolon. After the colon. It's the subtitle of my life is what I'm trying to say. Lines in minds. Okay, well, this is I. Jordan joined in 1984, NBA. Ripoff is a scam. Okay, yeah. Lines in minds would be seams. And this is going to be some kind of speeds, right? That's how we test measures of Wi-Fi performance, but I don't know what this middle is. So we'll have to wait on that. And this does give us the kind of clue that pulls this whole thing together. Web volume measured in hits, or a hint to 17. Let's highlight. Yeah, a hint to 17, 23, 49, and 61 across. Net. Okay. So it's going to be an internet kind of theme. This is Alec Baldwin, who, with a record 17 appearances as Saturday Night Live host. This is spooky. But both of these seem right. Greek letter representing elasticity in economics. Ada. That's the only one I can think of that fits there, but we'll see. PC copy shortcut is Control C. Use that one every day, all day long. Boba tea flavorer, taro. Oh, okay. Okay. Not as spooky as I thought. Barn nestling would be owlet. We haven't seen that one for a while, but it is in here. Pride sound, a roar, a pride of lions is what we're talking about. And Buddhist leader would be a lama, like the Dalai Lama, who is the leader of the leaders. Maid Marian would be the English folklore heroine from the Robin Hood tale. And it's on the up and up. I don't know. Also don't know. Like, wow, we've got a lot of slangy stuff in here today. Let's come over here. Okay. Org in the Jack Ryan movies. I think that's CIA. This is not I love spy movies, but Jack Ryan has not been like a series that I paid a lot of attention to. But identity prefix, I'm pretty sure, is cis. We've been seeing this a lot in here. Like, why is the New York Times so heteronormative? I don't know, but that's been in here for the past couple weeks. Tabard something locale. Oh, Tabard Inn is the locale in the Canterbury Tales. We just hit halfway, so we all know what we do at halfway, which is subscribe. Thank you. Just do it. It's free. I'm just trying to get the word out, you know? I'm like averaging not a lot of views on these, so let's all pitch in. All three of you that are here. And I love you. 2024 film that won Best Picture. It's awfully short. Okay, Leaves in a Huff. Could this be something like Storms Out, maybe Stomps Out? I don't know. We'll find out in a minute here. Okay. So this is, in total, internet traffic, which is the web volume measured in hits. And you can see here, we have Google Drive, whatever this is going to be, speeds. This is going to be some kind of crash, right? So an internet term paired with a driving type of thing. Okay. Fraud victims filing. Sorry, it's a no from me. And highly monitored area for short. ICU, maybe? Home of Emmanuel Loitz's Washington Crossing the Delaware. Oh, that's the Met, I think. I was just there. I did not see that. That place is so massive. It's unbelievable. Okay, a fraud victim's filing is a claim, I think. And perfumery unit would be an ounce. Extreme craving, lust. Go ballistic, probably erupt. And am I thinking this is like a Nora? I don't know. I'm bad at the movies if they're not like direct from the headlines. I have no idea. Throw, for instance. Okay. Big name in pasta sauce is ragu. Oh, a throw is a rug. Sure. Ragu, which I'm pretty sure means gravy, which is what the Italians call their pasta sauce. Major consequence of a virus would be a computer crash. This seems like something like grandma would say. Like, do we refer to it as a computer crash? My computer crashed. I don't know. And voila. There. Ta-da. There. Maybe. Comes to deserve, I think, is earns. And we're 3/4 of the way done. Measure up to as in competition. Oh. Okay, I don't know that. Oh, man. Maybe this is sow. Flowery. Yeah, I think it is. I couldn't think of another farm female except for this one. And I think this is right. And flowery would be ornate. And Wesley Snipes of White Men Can't Jump. So we're on track. Rival, measure up to, as in competition. I think that's right. It ends in September. September. What ends in I have no idea. Singer Lana Del Rey. Okay. Cause of some slow data transfers, server something. Oh. Gross. Affinity for something, so to speak. Baking amounts. Almost sure it's going to be teaspoons. When it comes to baking amounts and you have a 4-letter clue, it's teaspoons, plural, or 1 tablespoon, TBSP. In this case, it is plural, so I'm thinking this is where we're going. Feature of one's voice following a loud concert, say, a rasp. It kind of feels like me today. I've been sleeping very soundly, which is rare. I'm hoping it lasts. Yeah, but my voice sounds gravelly. Okay, potato discards, I think, are... Now, initially, I thought eyes would be the thing. You know, those little places where the new potato sprouts. I would say peels, but obviously it doesn't fit here. And it is plural, so I think we got to go with that. Okay. Why? Oh, nickname for MLB's Angels. I don't know this for sure, but I'm going to guess it's Halos. It makes sense, and it doesn't answer my question of why we have to have a nickname for a nickname, the Angels, but, you know, whatever. Okay, and it gets us to server delay, so this is good. Like I care is this, and then we have ascent, and I guess if you have a nose for something, that's an affinity. Okay, good news. Just while we've been chatting, I realized this is going to be network, and that checks out because break off gradually is wean. Lawyer's aid informally. Now, that would be a paralegal, right? And little flourish on a letter is a serif. Times New Roman is a serif font. It has that little curve in all the letters, unlike this font, which is sans serif, right? I'm just telling you what you already know. Unwanted divisions would be plural at the very least, and that allows us to fill in sci as a STEM part. It is science is the S of STEM. Word with run or resort is ski. I can't... Dance is obviously right, but I don't know what's happening there. Oh, thank God. TikTok. This is going to be riffs. Okay, so we have feeling little to no amorous attraction in LGBTQ plus lingo is aro, I guess. RO. I don't know how we say it, actually. Oh, good God. Hallow is not right, but I think error is right. A high range would be treble, and cusp would be ring. So, there we go. All things considered, I think this puzzle is pretty easy for a Wednesday. Once again, I feel like, what are we doing with Wednesdays, guys? Are we regressing? I don't know. This felt to me like maybe a Tuesday, but honestly, more like a Monday. Like, why so easy? There's nothing in here that is particularly clever or, you know, like I really had to use my brain. And internet traffic, I have to say, kind of gives up the ghost. Once you get that, you can really find the answers to these pretty quickly. And so here's what I would say about Wednesday. I want more for it. I want a Wednesday to lead me up to the challenge of what I hope is Thursday, you know? So anyway, at least we can say we did it. All right. Nothing particularly to call out here, even. That's the thing. I feel like we've had some good words and interesting words and cluing, even in the early puzzles. I don't know. This one falls flat for me. Internet traffic. I mean, I will say this. I have been recently appreciating words with F. They really help to solve things. F is that kind of letter for me, maybe. I don't know. Let's take a quick pass toward the stats and find out what's going on. All right. Today we're at 1742. I was taking it quite leisurely. The average is 14. And the chat, there's just no way about it. The chattiness does slow me down, which is fine. Like, it doesn't bother me. However, I like to explain that. And for reference, I'll show you Tuesdays, which I did yesterday on my iPad without talking. My usual average for Tuesday is 11 minutes. And this week I did it in just over 8 minutes. So it just goes to show you, you know? And the solve rate here is the same. 94 streak. We're working our way to 100, which is kind of the next milestone. So that's what I've got for Wednesday. And I'm just going to take 2 minutes to put up here. Don't you love to see that? So this is the archive. I'm just going to show you Tuesday's puzzle, if it lets me. I did solve it last night. And honestly, nothing super exciting. Oh. Hold on. What happened? Yeah. Nothing super exciting to see here either. We did have the theme-ish that was the Song Dynasty, I guess. Good for them. First Chinese, or a hint to, okay, so the clue is, that pulls everything together and explains these circled letters. First Chinese government to establish a permanent standing navy, or a hint to 1730 and 47 across. Okay, so we've got Ming, which was a dynasty, Han, and Tang, which I'm sure they say Tang. All of those are Chinese dynasties. So I guess that's how that was supposed to help us. Whatever. But yeah, I do feel like this one was maybe a little more difficult to solve than today's. And I mean, nods to Evil Empire, which is a nice long clue that you don't necessarily know. Niall Horan. The spelling of that is unique. Flaming Lips. Haven't seen that one for a while. So that was very satisfying to solve as well. So in case you needed to see the Tuesday solution, here you go. It's up to you to figure that one out of your own volition. And with that, we solve the Wednesday and we can move on with our day. Thanks for joining. It was, a little basic today. So I am very much looking forward to tomorrow, finally, which is actually Thursday, and not like yesterday where I thought it would be tomorrow and was very sad to learn it was 2 days away. So anyway, always look forward to Thursday puzzle. That's one of the milestone ones for me for sure. So thanks for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow. And I'm already looking forward to it. Today, if you are in certain parts of the northeastern United States or Europe, particularly like a swath of, go look it up. There's a solar eclipse today. So in Cleveland, I can theoretically view the partial eclipse at 1:40, which is moments away. So I'm going to go do that. If you can't view the eclipse, find something else exciting to do. And I'll see you tomorrow.